Hello beauties, my name is Angelica and I'm an Italian certified makeup artist based in Canada. Today I want to do this video to show you how to achieve a beautiful makeup base using my Glownique Aura makeup brush set. So what I mean by beautiful makeup base, I'm talking about the basic of your makeup, like the foundation. Exactly, like foundation, concealer, blush and the bronzer, and how to apply that in a very beautiful way, just like a professional makeup artist. I will show you my tricks on how to achieve a beautiful smooth looking base. Today I'm not going to show you how to do your contouring, because that's something that I want to do in a separate video, and I already did my eyebrows and put some mascara on my eyes, so I'm just going to start over and show you everything that I use and how I apply with my Aura brush set. So first of all, you want to start over by having a very nicely hydrated face. So sometimes you can skip on your primer if you already did that, but I applied my moisturizer and my sunscreen many hours ago, so I'm going to apply for myself a primer. Today I'm going to use the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer from First Aid Beauty, this one. And I'm going to show you which brush I'm using for this, because I actually have a skincare brush that will help me apply this in a very smooth way. So you can do this process with your hands if you feel more comfortable, but I am going to use my skincare brush, the S2 Glownique, which is the Aura Skin. So it will help me to spread the product more evenly on my skin. Okay, first let me apply something to move out my hair from my face. So I don't have it in my face. Oh, and by the way, my brush set comes with a bonus that I'm going to show you now. Like, if you want to apply your makeup, you can use this hairband that comes together with the set, but I was thinking to use this right now just because it was more handy, and I just kind of did my hair, so I didn't want to squeeze them. Okay, so I'm going to use the Aura Skin, like I said, and the primer. I'm going to apply the primer all over my face. First I'm going to put it everywhere, and then I'm going to use my S2 Aura Skin to spread my primer around. And my primer is applied. I'm going to start with my concealer. I'm using a special concealer that is specifically designed for under the eyes. For this part, I'm using the Creaseless Concealer by Tarte. This is specifically designed for you to not have that problem where the concealer goes and sets inside of your fine lines or wrinkles. So I really like this product because it's very brightening, and it has just the perfect consistency, and it applies very smoothly. I really love this product. So I'm going to apply this right now, and I'm going to show you how. Let me find my my mirror first. Okay, so what you want to do is applying it just like this in the corner of your eyes on both sides. Okay. For this part of my makeup, I'm going to use the M11, which is called Aura Smooth Concealer, and I'm going to apply my concealer with this brush, like this. And I don't want to go too close to my under eyes, to this line where I have the lower lashes, because there's just a natural shadow over there for everybody, and it's just very flattering. I don't think you should hide that with concealer because it gives a nice effect. So you just use this brush and tap like this, and you do the same on the other side. I'm just doing very gentle, like tapping and pressing, as you can see, and I'm spreading the product towards the outside like this. So you don't have to go super heavy with your makeup to have a beautiful base. Actually, it's the opposite. You just have to blend very well using the right products and the right brushes, like I'm showing you right now. And it's all about how you apply your products. Now that I applied my concealer under my eyes, I'm going to apply the concealer around the face in the area where I have some hyperpigmentation or some imperfections, whatever I want to hide. And for this process, I'm going to use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This one, this is in the color Shortbread. It's from Too Faced. And I have some redness on my nose here. Going to apply here too. Around the nose here, like usually we have a little bit of pigmentation going on. And for this process, I'm going to use the mango blender that comes with the makeup brush set. It comes together as a bonus, and this is very good because like it's a mango shape. It has this part that it is a little bit smaller, but you can use it both for body and for face. I find it extremely comfortable to work with. And I forgot to tell you that before using this, I just put it under the water and squeeze it to take out the excess water. So I'm not using this sponge dry, okay? You have to use it not dry like that. Like you have to use some water to make it moist a little bit. And I'm just going to tap like this. And I'm going to spread the product around here because unfortunately with pregnancy I'm experiencing brown spot due to the hormones, so I'm trying to cover that, but I don't want to look cakey, so I'm just going to spread the excess product that I have on my sponge like this in those areas, and then if I need more I'm going to apply more there. Just like little motions like this. And I'm going in sections without applying the concealer everywhere, because otherwise if I apply concealer everywhere and I try to work on the concealer after, what happens a lot of time is that you don't have enough time to blend it and it will result in a mess because it will be looking cakey and patchy, so you don't want that. That's why I started on this in this area of the nose and I focus there, and now I can focus on the other area that needs a little bit of retouch. Like I said, I have a little bit of this concern with the hyperpigmentation during pregnancy, that it's around here, and I'm just going to go like this. Press. See, like I press very gently like this. And I like about this concealer that is high coverage, but it's very nice, the finish. I really like the finish. Sometimes I use this concealer by itself to do my makeup when I don't want to use foundation, and works perfectly. So I have a little bit of things going on here, so I'm going to apply the concealer in those areas. Okay, you know, some little imperfections, nothing major. This process you can use the M23, which is the Aura Precision Concealer. Okay, you see this brush is like very tiny. It looks very similar to those brushes that you use for your lips to apply lipstick, but it's not. This is made to go like in small areas and just tap like this. When you want to be a little bit more precise, because like this, by pressing, it's going to stay in that area and concentrate in that area where you have the little pimples, if that makes sense. But now I put a lot around, so I'm going to do like this with my sponge. And I have applied a little bit of concealer over here, so I'm going to blend it. Okay, so what I mean by this precision concealer brush, it's like you need a little less foundation of concealer. Literally a little dot like this, and then you can press it in. And this is why I call this the precision concealer, because it's made for those little pimples and the little red spots that are very small. Okay, so now it's time to apply the foundation. For the foundation, we have different options. We have the Aura Liquid, which is this brush, the M4, okay, M4, or you can use the M10, which is the Aura Foundation. This is like a flat brush. Otherwise, as an option, if you prefer using sponges, you can go on again and use your mango shaped sponge, which is very nice. You can use whatever you want. But today I'm going to show you both of these, like how to use them, so you can have an idea. Because depending on the formula of your foundation, there might be some brush that works better than others. So as a foundation, like this is my all the time favorite it's from the drugstore, so it's not even expensive. It's from Maybelline. I really love this during summer. It's the Matte Plus Poreless foundation. This is the color 125 Nude Beige, okay? So I'm going to apply. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is that it doesn't have a pump. I don't know why, but it doesn't have a pump. So first of all, I'm going to apply foundation like this in the center of my face, like this. Then I'm going to show you how does it work with the Aura foundation brush. I need my mirror. So when you use this type of brush, you just want to do movements like this, gently tapping. And I find like this is a good brush if you have, like, for example, a glowy foundation, like something that has a glowy formula, because by you tapping like this, it's going to keep and preserve that glow from the foundation better. But this is like more of a matte formula, however it works well the same. But as you can see, you will have to work it for a longer time if you want to use this brush. Otherwise you can use the M4, which is the Aura liquid, which I like because it's very fast, as you can see. I just tap it like this. Just spreading all over very easily. And then see, I have excess product on my brush, so I can just work it towards the outside of my face on the side. You see like the movements I'm making like this. It's like gentle tap, and then when it's not applying smoothly, you can just go like this, but first apply it with this gentle tapping motion, like this. And then going to do this on the cheeks as well. I like this foundation because it feels very light on the skin. So just to give you an example of all three, even how this sponge applies the foundation, I can show you this as well. So just going like this, and using the sponge is very practical, as you can see, even very fast. But I wanted to show you how to use all the different options, because everybody has different different preferences, right? So me as a makeup artist, because I think makeup should be like an extension of your beauty and emphasize your beauty, not color it. I think you should always try your best like to use less product and work it well. And that is why I don't like to apply my foundation like over my neck and go all over, so I'm just using the excess product to blend it towards my neck. And that is possible just if you use the right color for your foundation. Otherwise, if your foundation is too dark, it's not possible for you to do this. So always find the right color that when you apply fits perfectly with your skin color and almost melt and disappears, and that means that it's your color. But if you find that it's too different, it's going to make like too much difference between your neck and your face, and then you have to drag it all over down, and it's going to be looking very ugly and unnatural. So like this, you don't have to drag your foundation all over down your neck, but you can just blend the rest of your product here. You can see there's no difference in color. Now, if after you apply your foundation and your concealer, you find that there are pieces on your face, like places on your face, where there's like a little bit of the concealer that you applied before, it didn't stick around too much, you can just like reapply it on top and correct it. For example, it happened to me there. Just going to press it with the sponge. Like this. Now it's time to set your foundation, and when you set, you want to make sure that whatever like you apply before it's smooth, before you apply your setting powders, because once you apply your setting powders there's no turning back. So in my case I want to see if there's any crease under my eyes or anywhere, and then if there's no crease I'm going to just be free to apply my powders, my setting powders. But if there's some crease I'm just going to blend it and correctly before applying those setting powder. So going just to double check and make sure that that didn't happen, and it looks good to me. I don't see anything creasing, so it's time to apply the setting. For this I'm going to apply the Flower Setting Powder Better Not Bitter by Beauty Bakery in the color Haute Translucent. And you don't need much, you don't need much powder, and you want to be very strategic how you apply your powder. And if your skin is like mine is like normal, like it gets like more like a little bit oily on the T-zone but nothing major, you're just going to apply under your eyes and your T-zone mostly. Okay, for this process I'm going to use my M2 Aura large powder brush, this one, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the product that was left on the cap like this. I'm going to do like this, so it's going to remove the excess product. And you want to go in tapping motion with this, like pressing almost, so it's going to stay where it should, like this. Tap. Going to take some more setting powder. I'm going to go around my nose in pressing motions. Don't use too much powder, otherwise it will look cakey. But remember this pressing motion to set it down. And my chin. The rest I'm going to the rest of the face I'm just going to use very little, not pressing, because you don't really get oily on your cheeks, so you don't need much. And then I'm going to show you how to set under your eyes, which is very important as well. For under my eyes, I would like to use my M11, let me find the name so I can tell you. M11 smooth concealer brush that I used before. I'm just going to dry it a little bit, like a dry from the product. It's already dry, but I'm going to remove the excess product that was there before, because this allows me to apply the powder with the right size brush. Just take a little bit like this. Going to check that everything is fine, it's not creased. No, it's not. So I'm just going to go like this. Still pressing motion, but there's hardly any powder in here, and it's fine like that. You don't need so much powder, otherwise it will give you a cakey look. And what do you want with makeup is it's like looking younger, not cakey and older with creases everywhere, right? You can do like this to press more in those areas where you know that you're going to have more oils going on. Okay, now it's time to apply the bronzer. For the bronzer, I'm going to use the Ace Beauté Bronzed in Paradise palette, this one. This process of the bronzer, I would like to use the M3, which is the Aura Powder slash blush, because you can use it for the blush, you can use it for powders. And this is something very important that I want to say here in this video and specify, that it doesn't have to be this way just because I'm showing you, or because the description of these brushes say so, that one is for the blush and another one is for example, the highlighter. Doesn't mean that you have to use it that way. In fact, like what I learned, like as a makeup artist and talking with other makeup artists, even when I was going to makeup school, for instance, some teachers of mine were saying there's nothing that is like right or wrong when you're using makeup brushes. You have to use what works for you. Like some people would like to use some brushes that are meant for something in the description for something else, and that is okay if it works for you. So I just wanted to specify that. So I'm going to use this one over here, the second color, and for the blush you want to think about putting it in those places where like you usually naturally get tan, which is usually on your forehead over here, like this. I'm going like in circular motion to blend it out well, like here, close to my hairline. Like giving that sun-kissed look. It's always beautiful to have a little bit of color on your skin like this. I mean, I like it. And then take a little bit more product. I don't really need to remove the excess from these products, like just a tiny bit, because it's like it blends very well. So for this part you're going to go here, don't do that and go under, because makes no sense and it's not contouring this, but it's bronzer. So apply it all over here. I'm going like in small, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. As you can see, tapping and pressing, but very gently. Still my English is not perfect. Do the same on the other side. You see the level where I'm applying it, as your sun-kissed, like I said before. Whatever, like you would have that natural tan if you were exposed to the sun or spending a beautiful day on the beach. I miss the vacation. Hope to go soon. I'm going to go like this because you get tan on the nose too. I get very tan on the nose. I don't know how, but sometimes even with my sunblock, I tend to get like a little too red on my nose. So let's just see what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be precise on the nose. Like this is not a contouring process. It's like I'm not showing contouring today. It kind of looks similar, but this is not contouring, because you see I'm not contouring my nose. Like I'm just giving that sun-kissed look. And you want to I like to apply it over here a little bit. Just to define and give a little bit of continuity to the colors that you apply on the face, otherwise it looks off. But you don't have to focus too much on this, just use a little bit and blend it very well down. Like this. Okay. We applied everything, including the bronzer. It's time for our blush, and I'm going to show you which brush I would like to use today and how I apply it and the placement, everything. So like I said, this that we use for the this brush that we used before for our bronzer, it's sorry, just 1 second, a powder slash blush I cannot talk, guys, like brush. Okay, powder plus, like, you can use it both for powders, any powders, so you can use this again for your blush. Otherwise there's another specific one, which is the Aura small powder blush, the M7 over here, small powder blush, and this is a specialty brush. As you can see, the shape is not your typical brush for your blush, but it applies the blush like so lovely. Like, the result is so nice and smooth. I really love to use this, like, instead of this one that I used for the bronzer, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so I would like to use the NARS Orgasm blush, this like very beautiful pink shade, and I'm going to take out the product with this brush. I'm going to show you how this brush works so amazingly, and just going to apply the blush, not everywhere, okay? Just apply it like this. And that's my daughter walking, I apologize. You see, just on this area of your cheeks. Taking more. That's where you apply your brush. Jade Angel. Oh my god. She's being so nice and cooperative when I'm doing this. She's just entertaining herself. See? It's like it helps you to apply the blush like in that tiny area you need. Because you don't need to apply the blush like all over, like, and make it like this stripe of like red that gives you like a clownish effect. You know, just apply like this, and then I like to do a little bit like this on my nose as well, because, you know, it's just like a sun-kissed thing. So this blush has a little bit of a shimmer in it, so I would be okay wearing just this itself without wearing like, without me, I do like this, just some sun-kissed look. This is like a sun-kissed look, okay? But it's still like how you apply all your makeup base like a pro. Anyway, for me it would be enough, because I don't think after applying this I need to apply any highlighter. However, I really like highlighter, and I am going to show you how to apply highlighter anyway with the specific brush that I include in my makeup brush set for the highlighter. Okay, guys, for the highlighter you can either use the M8, which is called the Aura Smooth Glow. This one is specifically designed for the highlighter. Otherwise you can use the small fan, whatever you prefer. I'm going to show you one side with the small fan and one side with the smooth glow, and I'm going to apply this MAC Oh Darling Extra Dimension Sky Finish highlighter, this one. Like I said, I wouldn't apply like highlighter, so I'm going to apply very little because I have a little bit of a shimmer going on with the NARS blush, which I really like it. So it wouldn't be really necessary, but I'm going to show you how to apply. So I'm going to apply little, okay? So I took it like this and I put it on my brush like this. I'm sorry for Jade Angel making noise, but you know, like I'm a mom and that's mom life, whatever. And like this. So you can see, Jade Angel, what are you doing? You can go around. Oh, look how it's called Smooth Glow for a reason, huh? It's applied very smooth. Like this. Super fluffy and soft. And now I'm going to show you on the other side, if you were using the small fan, how the effect will be. I will show you. But I don't think the lighting really shows, so like this. I apply a little bit of highlighter over here as well. I think for this is better to do like this. Okay, and I honestly like to apply a little bit of highlighter on the corner of my eyes. So for this I'm going to use I want to give you all the names, that's why I have the paper here with all the names of my brushes. The M20, which is the Aura Shadow 5, okay? Yeah, Aura Shadow 5, which is this brush over here. Going to take a little bit of the highlighter and I like to apply it over here. A little bit. Can go a little bit like this. This opens up your eyes like this. Jade Angel, what are you doing? How funny is she? Now I am all done. I'm just applying a little bit of gloss just to show you the final look. And if you're curious to know what gloss is this, I really like this color for the summer. Very like, I don't know, it's a beautiful color to apply with your bronzer. Trust Fund Beauty. It's the Lip Gasm in the color Unprofessional. Okay, so this is the final result, and this is how you apply your makeup base like a pro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that all my explanation about how to use the brush was helpful for you. And if you have any question, please feel free to message me or comment under the comment section. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.